What's going on, you kings and queens? So you know the secret that 75 to 98% of the whole entire world doesn't know? You saw by the title, it is super obvious that most people in the world do not know the purpose or passion for life. But that all changes today. I've been on my journey now for 28 years. I've been alive, but I've been doing entrepreneurial pursuit for the past 9 years. And this is the biggest thing I've learned that really gave me everything. I want to teach it to you too. So this is going to give you the ability to travel the world and to monetize your passions, to discover your purpose and who you're here to be in the first place, and really wake up feeling more good and loving life to the fullest potential. Once we discover our purpose in life, everything becomes so much more fun. You wake up every single day jumping out of bed. And if you haven't read the statistics, they're saying that 40 to 50% of people in college and outside of college have no idea what they're doing in life, especially when it comes to majoring. They're always undecided. However, they're also saying that 75 to 80% of people, if not more, change their major at least once. But the overall statistics also says that people change their major at least 3 times, and also the career even more so as it progresses through life. Now, the crazy statistics of them all is that 98% of people, once they pass away, before they do, say they did not live a fulfilling life and not live their own dreams and purpose and passion and the gift to give to the whole world. And the whole video is to help you not be in that percentile, to be the 2% of people who do know what they're doing in life, how to monetize their passion, how to go forward in that aspect. And this video will teach you a whole lot of different strategies and techniques to really do that for yourself and to help become your best version and also monetize your dreams and market yourself better. If you've been watching this for long, my last 3 videos on here have all been about mindset, how to go from a limited thinking to an infinite thinking, how to go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, and the last one is about goal setting. And these 3 are crucial to helping us really discover our passions and going down for it. Because so often in life do we have people telling us what we should be doing for life. You know, our parents tell us to get a steady job or to go to college or to play it safe. But life is way too short to be playing it safe and not to really live life on our own terms and do what we want to do. I remember not that long ago when I was younger working a 9-to-5 job. I'm like, man, I do so much more than just this. That I'm not supposed to just be somebody who is working this job. It's not my purpose, it's not my passion. And I will feel unfulfilled. And that is one of the worst things to have. And I want you to have it too. And you probably heard people ask you before to find your passion. Just ask yourself this one question. What would you do if you had $1 billion? Well, I bet you like me, you'd be like, well, I would travel the world, I would invest in this, I would eat the best food with my friends and just hang out and relax. So that question by itself doesn't really help us discover our purpose and passion, because so many people want to just travel the world. Who doesn't, after all? I know you do. Actually, comment below. If you could go anywhere in the world, do anything you want to, what would it be? What would you do if you had $1 billion or more and could live life on your own terms? What does that look like? And this kind of segues into the next point on discovering our passion. I'm promising you right now, this would be the only video you'll ever need to watch to discover what your passion truly is. And I'm going to do so in a few ways to help you get there. And the last one I give you, last tip, is the best surefire way to help me and thousands of other people around the world that I've been helping do it too at a much faster rate. If you don't know who I am. My name is Jordan Subaru. I own a marketing agency called I Break Business Marketing. I help businesses and people go from obscurity to authority by putting their brands to the spotlight. I do coaching, I do public speaking, I write 2 books already, and I do so much more. And my whole purpose in my life is to help people learn how to do marketing better and branding and how to monetize their passions and dreams, become the best versions, and also learn entrepreneurship. I'm a huge believer in my purpose and passion for this. So I'll go a little later on in this video. But to start off, asking ourselves, what do we love to do? What are us inspired? If you could be told right now, what would be the perfect word for you? What does that look like? And that maybe seem kind of hard. So here are a few examples for this. For me, the perfect world would be a place where people are inspired and are living their dreams, they're able to monetize their passions, and are able to not have to have a scarcity mindset and to really do what they want to in life. Which is why I'm so passionate about teaching people about marketing. Completely understand how to market ourselves and our dreams. Life really is become limitless, and we can live life on our own terms. Maybe do what we love to do. So ask yourself that right now is, what is your ideal day for you? If everything goes perfectly right for you, what would that look like? Would you be writing, or you be hanging out with your friends, or you be traveling, or you be speaking in front of people online or on stages? All different aspects or key factors to ask yourself, what would be our best day? And actually right now, take time and write down below in the comment section, or for yourself even, what would the perfect day look like for you? Or the perfect world even, to go even higher. Asking these questions get us thinking about this. And this helped me a lot. But when I knew what the perfect day looks like for me, it becomes way easier for me to do it every single day afterwards. And I make sure my days are structured around that. Now, the next thing to go into is to ask ourselves, what makes us feel most alive? And the reason why this question has a two-sided sword is that I could say I feel most alive when I'm with my dog, or with a girl I like, or if I'm with my friends, or traveling the world. So having that question by itself still didn't help us, because we feel most alive when we can do a lot of things, going with our friends, or playing a game, or watching a good movie. But it's not our purpose and passion. It's something we enjoy doing. So what's an action that you do that makes you feel most alive? Is it giving public speaking? Is it helping somebody? Is it playing a game maybe even? It could be playing a game, it could be your passion, your purpose, and a different sense of it, go deeper onto the level. But in the overall aspect, just hanging out with our friends may make us feel most alive, but does not necessarily mean that we should be doing. Does that make sense? So we need to ask ourselves, what our purpose of life is, having it break down to the function of what do we enjoy doing, what we're good at doing. Those two questions together help us out way more avenue of how we're supposed to be doing it for ourselves. The next thing is I use for myself is, depending on your age, is to try as much things you possibly can. It's one of the best ways to do so. When you try 1,000 different things to really discover your passions, it helps us really determine what we want to do. Cause I know for myself, for instance, I used to hate tomatoes, but now I like tomatoes. But I never would have known that if I never tried it more often. So often in life do we go through something and say, oh, I don't like this job, I don't like this career, but we only give it a day, a week, maybe even a year. How can we truly know if we like it or not until we become good at it? The next tip for you to really find your purpose and passion is to ask yourself, or to do actually better, what is something you can do for 30 days, kind of like an internship, and not get paid for it, and we'll still do it? That one is huge. What is something you can do for 30 days with no pay at all, and you still do it every single day? Which is why I said in the last video about goal setting is so important. We need to be thinking long term, 40, 20 years from now. If I did what I do right now, will I still want to do this at that point in my life? But for me, I feel super empowered when I'm giving speeches and helping people with marketing, becoming the best selves, and so forth. So I know I can be doing this for 40, 50, 60 years down the line and still be happy doing this. And maybe you want to be a singer or a dancer or want to be an astronaut. Who knows? What you want to be though, if you try it out for 30 days or try it out for a little bit, you would never actually know if that is what you want to do or not. So this is why it's so important for us to really try it out firsthand. So I hope that one's definitely helping out. And the thing for me is sometimes it takes longer than 30 days. If you say you don't know who I am, I started doing marketing when I was like 21 at my mom's restaurant, and I helped them go from $100 a day to over $5,000 a day in revenue after a month of doing marketing for them. But at that point in my life, I had no idea I wanted to do marketing. I was just doing it if I had to. And I was progressing around my life, I saw a trend. Everything I was doing was focused around marketing. My first business helping artists make passive income by putting their artwork on t-shirts. I was literally marketing for them to make more money and to sell that clothing line. I done real estate. I done landscaping jobs. I done wholesaling filtering. There's a whole 9 yards, all different jobs and businesses I made. And every single one of them always was focused around marketing. So I discovered that's what I like to do the most. Even for my own books I write, my videos I make, if I do, it's all about marketing. So why I learned that's my main purpose and purpose. And for me, marketing really breaks down to communication. I love to communicate with other people and to inspire and to empower them. So this is how I did my thing. And even before that, when I was like 7, I would literally walk around door to door and ask people to buy pictures that my friends and I would draw. I had a genius idea. My dad always told me as a child, if you want to make money or make any money, you have to hustle for it. And when you were 7, like, well, what does that even mean? What is hustling for a 7-year-old? I would ask him. So what does that mean? Well, he would tell me a number of things. One, he would tell me, well, it's your job to figure it out. I cannot tell you what you should be doing. That's your job. And the same for our passion and purpose. And the next thing he would tell me is, when I was a kid, I would pick up bottle caps and sell them. Or I would go with my friends and get newspapers somehow and sell the newspaper to people in town. So those 2 ways didn't work for me either. If I wasn't trying to collect bottle caps all day. And then if I got lucky, he let me do chores around the house to make $10. And that was like for a week. So I had to learn to hustle for my money. So I made this business with my friends. We all got together and would draw pictures. And I would go door to door marketing, selling the pictures to people. And I would be making like $30, $50 off each picture. We'd literally drawing on line paper with pencils. Besides, you can say no to a 7-year-old kid who even has the audacity to knock on doors. What kind of monster does that? To say no to a kid. So, but at that point in my life, I had no idea I loved marketing and my purpose in life was to be doing marketing until later on. So sometimes in life, it takes longer than 30 days to do this. Don't let it discourage you. One of the next things you ask yourself is, what is something you admire about other people? When you see other people doing stuff, what is that one thing that makes you envious? Because a lot of times us being envious of somebody else is because we want to do it ourselves or we already have it in ourselves. I used to, when I was a kid, love seeing people do public speaking and having a business and everything else. That would inspire me and like, man, I want to do that. Or I'll be just like, man, I wish I could do that. One of the 2 aspects. And we learn what other people are doing, we can kind of see what's good for us in our own right. By seeing that happen, it lets us know for ourselves what we should not be doing in our life. So maybe you see people making videos you're like, man, I wish I could do that. That's probably one of your passions and purposes. And the funny thing about that is, a lot of people would tell us that we only have one purpose or passion in life, but we're not one-dimensional creatures or beings. We're multifaceted. We have many things we're good at and many purposes and passions. And I'm a firm believer, if we're not making the world a better place and the people in it, we're kind of just wasting our time. And if we're not sharing our gifts and our passions, we're just being selfish. Yeah, I said we're just being selfish if we're not sharing our gifts. And we know we could kill cancer. We walk around the whole world saying, I can kill cancer, I can do that, I can do this. To everyone we meet. We'd be singing from top of rooftops. It's the same thing. If we have something we're good at and we know we can do, we should be sharing it and marketing it to everybody. That's why once you find your purpose in the past, and life becomes so much more fun. Because you're living every single day with purpose and intentional. And obviously, I'm talking about entrepreneurship, and people cannot all be entrepreneurs, because that would make the world not as functional. But a lot of people don't want to be entrepreneurs. So this is why finding your purpose and passion works regardless of where you're at. You can have a 9-to-5 job, you can work for yourself, and you can use this as a side income or a hobby or so forth. Like yesterday, I was talking to my sister about how the pact for this year was to make $3,000 a day. I'm nowhere close to that, but having that on our mind helps us, really fine tune what we can do more of. Even if you have a job, my sister works for Dropbox, and she's trying to have outside income for herself by finding her passion and purpose. And you can do this too. Maybe you want to write books. Maybe you want to take pictures. Maybe you want to sing or dance. Maybe you want to create videos online or give public speakings or make courses or whatever the case might be. There are all different avenues that you can have a side income. Work all 8-hour days, come home for an hour, and do that. Because if we really love what we're doing, we won't be exhausted, too tired to do it afterwards. We'll still be willing to do that even though we had another job. At the end of the day, I am a huge believer that financial freedom is the best way. So later on in the series, I'll be talking way more about marketing and branding and copywriting, SEO, and entrepreneurship and becoming our best selves. But the first few videos is about how to get our mind right for it. And this one is that bridge for us to get to the point where we're making what we love to do, our purpose in the past. Like I said before, stay tuned to hear a little bit of me sharing with you the number one way to actually do this. Other than now, all the other ways I'm talking about are the general population's idea of how to find your purpose and passions, which do help for some people. And another big one to learn is too is to know thyself. Plato always saying is know thyself, and you can do personality tests like Myers-Briggs. But take it with a grain of salt. For me, I still believe a lot of that has to do with entertainment purposes. You can do human design, you can do astrology, or you can do job career tests. There's so many different things you can do to discover a little bit more what your purpose is and who you are and what you're good at. In the beginning of the video, I talked about, we should do the things we're good at doing and we'll love to do. But at the same time, we also know what our psyche is like, unless we want to do it for our whole lives. I may be good at, doing manual labor jobs or making houses or landscaping, but I know my purpose in life is not to do that. Maybe you're good at singing, but you don't want to be a singer. Maybe you're good at writing, but you don't want to be a writer. All these things in our life we might be good at doing, but doesn't mean we want to do it. Especially if you're somebody who is good at a lot of different things. Like for me, given who I am, I was in school, I had a 4.0 GPA, I was psychology club president, I was in all honors classes, and I was head of my class for everything. So I'm good at college, and I could easily do the 9-to-5 route, but I know that's not what I want to do in my life. That I might rather teach people how to do marketing and how to become better selves in entrepreneurship, and help businesses make more money and more clients. So that's what I focus on. So it's because we're good at something does not mean that our purpose in life is to do that. And the next big point is also to ask ourselves, if we only had 24 hours to live, what would we do? What's that one thing we make sure we have done that day? This is a whole new year. So every single day should be filling a new page for a chapter. And I have to ask myself, if you see the thing I did with Melanie not too long ago, I was about how we were the heroes of our own story. It's like, you're the hero of your story. So when you ask yourself, what would the hero of my story do today? It helps us more fine-tune our purpose and passion, become way more intentional and purposeful on what we're doing. So I like to do this for myself, is write down like a script pretty much. Like today, I want to make a video, I want to inspire people, I want to help do more coaching, help more people, and so forth and so forth. And that way, it's kind of like I'm living my life like a movie. I'm always moving forward and having fun and enjoying it. That's what life's all about. It's about enjoying it to the fullest capabilities and really, doing what we love to do. Living life on our own terms. So having that aspect makes a huge difference. And we're already past 20 minutes, so let me wrap this up for you real quick. The number one way to find your purpose and passion in life, and I touched on this in the first video about limited thinking. If you have not watched that already, go check out that video about limited thinking beliefs. But the number one way to find your purpose and passion is 3 simple questions. That's right, 3 simple questions. I'll be asking you tons of questions like, what would your last day do? What would you do if you had all the money in the world? What would you do if it was a perfect day? What can you do for 30 days and so forth without getting paid for it? Those are all great questions, or who you are even, or great questions. But the next one to do after that is to ask ourselves, what do we love to do? Because it all starts with us. So we have to ask ourselves, what do we love to do? And then write down 5 to 10 things on that category. Now the next category, what are we good at doing? Because this is how I love playing games, or hanging out with my friends, or seeing my dog, or traveling the world. It has to be what I'm good at doing too. Because we can be good at, playing games or hanging out with our friends, but if they'll correlate to our third step, what is the world value? And this puts it all together. Who will pay in equal proportions of the value we give to the world at large? So if we know what we're good at doing, what we love doing, what the world values, it becomes way more easy for us to know our passion. For each category, write down 5 to 10 things on what you love doing, what you're good at doing, what the world values. So a few examples. I love helping people and inspiring people and empowering them to become their best selves. I love doing marketing. I know it gives people more money. I'm good at inspiring people and empowering people and writing and making videos, making graphics and pictures and doing marketing. And I also know the world values marketing and sales and having education videos so you can learn more and do more and add more value to themselves and to their clients and the world at large. When I discovered those 3 things, I went all in on that. Which is why what I said in the beginning of the video is a supporting factor to this. If we want to try new things and do new stuff, or even do for 30 days for free, we'll never know if they will meet into our 3 categories. Which is why it's so important for us to have it down on that aspect, to know who we are, our person, our passions, and so forth. To ask ourselves these 3 questions. So right now in the comments, you can write down what you love to do, what you like to do, and what the world values. And this is a Venn diagram. If you have not seen it before, I talk about this a lot. What we enjoy doing and what we love doing, or what we're good at doing, have a center in the middle. That is passion. What we enjoy doing, or the world values, that's service. What we love doing, and what the world values, that's fulfillment. And then the middle one, we have all three categories together. That is our purpose in life. I've been a huge believer that we have 2 million jobs, the best days in the world. The day we discover our gifts, and then the next day when we give the gift away. This is why I'm so big on marketing. If we know what our gift is, we can start monetizing that. I know a lot of entrepreneurs and unethical marketers that would tell people, oh, just make a lot of money, or just find something that you'll like to do and just market that. But for me, it's hard to have it really marketable if you don't have a why behind it. I could easily, sell rings all day long, but I don't love doing that. So for me, it wouldn't help me have a long-term plan. That's why I'm doing this for you guys, is having these 3 questions in mind really help us. And take it a step further. The last thing I'm going to end off with is, what do you never want to do? Because, knowing what we want to do and our purpose and passion helps us. We also know what we don't want to do. Maybe we don't want to do landscaping or construction or manual labor jobs. Maybe we don't want to work in retail and restaurants or be a waiter or different aspects. You gotta know what we don't want to do. What we want to do and what we're meant to do. How are these 3 different categories? That would be way easier. We need to ask ourselves internally, our intuition. Does this feel right to me? Do I actually want to do this, or have I been led to believe I want to do this? So you'll always be asking yourself these questions every single day. And another thing you can do to end off this video is to ask yourself every single day, whatever you're doing, is this making me more fulfilled? This is my last day, but I love to do this. Is this helping me get closer to my dreams and goals? Am I feeling empowered right now? Am I feeling most alive right now? And it's been about 30 minutes, and I know there's a lot of information. So a quick recap for you. The first thing you gotta do to find your purpose and passion is to ask ourselves, what would be the perfect day or world for us? What does that look like? Having that down there helps us really fine-tune the next stages. The next one is to know thyself. One of the most important ones to do is do a personality test. Do a job analysis quiz. Do something that lets help us know who we are as a person. Once we know that aspect, we have our starting point to go forward. Because it all starts with us. It all starts with you. So we gotta make sure we know who we are as a person. Know thyself. The next one is to write down what would we do if we had $1 million or $1 billion. And what would that look like? What we do what we're doing right now, we continue to be doing what we're already doing. For me, when I have $1 trillion or more, I'm still going to be teaching people about marketing and becoming the best selves and entrepreneurship and everything else, and giving speeches to more people and using all that funds to empower more people. This is a huge sign of I found my purpose. Otherwise, we would probably say I want to travel the world, because who doesn't want to do that? But how can we combine traveling the world with our passion and purpose, or hang out with our friends with our passion and purpose? Because obviously, I said before, we're meant to have all the different experiences, this human experience. This is have all the different aspects. So we gotta ask ourselves what we do to combine our purpose and passions with our leisure and fun time. The next question to ask ourselves is, what does my heart or intuition say? Once we know that, we can kind of have a gut feeling of, oh, I don't like doing this, I probably should not do this. And it's really, really easy. I'm not saying, finding a purpose and passion or living it is easy to do, but it's simple. Just make a couple of hours a day on the side to do that, and before you know it, you have way more than you ever believe you could ever have. And you know who I am. My name is Jordan Super. I am a entrepreneur and digital marketer. People call me the marketing king. I help people go from obscurity to authority, or putting the brands to the spotlight. Before I knew my purpose and passion, I was homeless off and on from 12 to 18. I was a vesting list. I had no idea what I was doing. I was hanging with the wrong crowd. I was smoking and drinking and chasing women like it was a religion. I was nowhere close to who I am now. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no purpose in my life. And when I started doing these things and trying these tactics to learn my purpose and passion, it all changed. My why becomes bigger than what I'm doing right now. And it took me a long time. Those years of making like no money to now I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars for helping people become the best selves and do marketing and do coaching, entrepreneurship. But it took me all these different strategies to learn myself and to trying stuff for years, pretty much for free, to discover, oh, I love doing this. And life, like Steve Jobs says, we must look backwards sometimes and connect the dots. What is the common theme that our life holds we do all the time? And by doing this, we can kind of see where it connects. Because maybe when you were starting off, you have this circle, and the next circle, and the next circle. And it started from being a writer, to being a copywriter, to doing marketing, to doing something else. It's like my story. But for your story, it could be something else. Maybe you started off as wanting to help people with their voice and become better speakers. And then became being a speaking coach, or then becoming a singer. And these circles become squares, and it evolves. Like us, our life will always evolve. And no one out there only has one purpose or passion. So try as many things as possible, which is the next point. And try everything you can possibly do and see where it takes you. And to finish this off, the last one we talked about was the 3 questions to ask ourselves to find our purpose and passion in life. What do we love to do? What are we good at doing? And what does the world value? Those are the 3 questions to ask yourself right now in the comment below and for your own self to really discover your purpose and passion. I cannot wait to hear what your purpose and passion is. I'm wishing you all the best. Remember, you are kings and queens. The abundance is your birthright. This is your time. 2020 is not only your year, but it's your decade. And the next video is coming up. Be way more fine-tuned on how to really monetize your business and passions and turn your dreams into reality. So you can, do more speaking engagements, to do what you want to do, to live life on your own terms, and so much more. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. And also, don't forget to share this video with your friends who you think who needs to learn the passion and purpose. Let's do this all together. Let's feel more good. I believe in you. Love you all.